And not only are you getting a set of 24, they are 4.5 ounces in size, so that's just that little extra bit of a bump. You know what? I'd left my cards over on our preview table over there. That's okay. $75.90 for a ton of food. 24 of them, and you even get a choice of flavor. You can go for the classic, which you season yourself, and it comes with the steak and prime rib seasoning, which is perfect, so you can use that or your own special blend. Then we have a choice of Vidalia onion. We have the cheddar bacon, or the bacon cheddar, I should say it that way. Then I know that there is a barbecue cheddar choice, but I don't know if those are actually still available or not, so I think maybe we'll do a little bit of, they're not. Okay, so those are already sold out. This is M55747 if you want to grab it just for a one-time delivery, or you can do this on auto delivery every 90 days for 1 full year. We have Ralph Pallarino joining us, who is a chef and a former restaurant owner, and he has been serving Kansas City Steak Company steaks and burgers and products to his family for many years because the flavor is just uncompromised. How are you, sir? It's
I'm
nice
good.
to
How are
see
you?
Happy Memorial Day.
I'm excited. It's like the countdown. We need to get this going and in the hands of people.
Well, it is the countdown because if you're ordering with your major credit card, everything you're seeing in the show today is guaranteed to arrive on time for your Memorial Day barbecues and festivities this weekend. So 24 burgers is a lot, and we do have our choice of flavors. Oh, and by the way, it's not just the choice of all of those flavors that we were just talking about. You can mix and match these if you would like to. So you can do half one order, half another order. But let's go back to the beginning. And then we'll break down different flavor choices. Back to the beginning, it's Kansas City Steak Company.
That's right.
Why are these not hamburgers? Why are they steak burgers? And what makes the steaks that you're using so special?
Okay, so Kansas City Steaks, we started in 1932 making restaurant quality steaks that we were able to deliver to your doorstep. So we decided, several years ago, why don't we make a steak burger? A true steak burger.
So not ground beef, but steak trimmings.
Exactly. We have all this wonderful meat that, when we're butchering it, unfortunately, when we deliver it to you, they're perfect, pieces, but there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't go into that package. So we're like, you know what? We have all this filet trimming, all the sirloins, ribeye. Why don't we make a hamburger with it? And then we know that quality of that steak burger, and we could call it a steak burger, is off the charts. And you can just taste it right
Okay,
there.
so what one are you carving up right now?
Okay, right there is our Vidalia onion.
Is that all of this that I see
that's right here,
Okay.
so have a little of that. And I want to make a reference here. Look at that. So if you look at, not only is it juicy because of that corn-fed Midwestern meat, okay, with all that marbling in it, but look at the pockets. So when we talk about steak burgers, we do a coarsely ground meat. So what does that mean? We're not packing it super tight.
That makes a dense, hard, chewy burger.
It does, yeah. It's just like a meatball. You never want to make them too firm. So what we do is, by coarsely grounding it, make flavor pockets.
Okay.
And you can see all those look at that. And in those is that Vidalia onion.
And by the way, that is one of my favorite burgers your team has ever created, because I love that little kick of the onion, but they're naturally super sweet.
Yeah, and it's real Vidalia. So, Vidalia is from Georgia. Yeah. This is like the real deal. And if you notice, I can't even cut this with a knife the right way because they're so
It almost falls apart.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's a great...
That's a burger.
Look, that's a burger.
And so that is the Vidalia onion choice. But then we have a couple other flavors that you have the choice of getting.
Okay. So next we have our bacon cheddar.
I can even see the cheddar on the top. We don't even need to cut it open.
See how it just see if you get a zoom on my grill here?
Yeah, right here.
See how it kind of pokes right through the burger? Look at that.
As it melts, it starts, you can see bits of it there just coming right out. It's fabulous. So we get cheddar in every bite.
And this is just, look, this is like a river of flavor. Look at that. It just, look at that, just pops right out. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Equally distributed cheese and bacon. I mean, that's like wild. Look at that.
And is there anything special about our cheese and our bacon?
So the cheese is a mellow cheddar.
Okay.
So again, it's not going to take over that burger. And then the bacon is just kind of a mellow, kind of sweet bacon cheddar. It's just
because some bacons are really strong.
They are, yeah. But you want to taste this
I would
one?
love to try a bite of that one. Because you know what?
Go ahead.
You don't even really need toppings once you get a burger that's like this. Or if you're like me and you try to do things that are more high protein.
Healthy. How about a wrap? Lettuce wrap? I kind of thought of this for you.
Oh, you did? Thank you so much.
See, just
not only could you slice this, that's a great idea to make lettuce wraps, but one of my favorite burger places that was out west that I don't have access to here would do a burger called Protein Style, and they would wrap it in bib lettuce, and that was like the bun. So you could wrap this in bib lettuce itself if you want to do that for some of your friends and family that come to your house. The cheese is creamy. The bacon adds depth of flavor to the burger itself. And I just love that you picked cheese and bacon to really complement the beef instead of hide it.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. And again, that coarsely ground meat, again, it provides flavor pockets so the cheese and the bacon can kind of hide in there and then just
Right.
kind of jump out at you when you cut it and eat it. So
Okay.
that's that burger. Then we have our traditional Kansas City steak burger.
And again, this one is not seasoned, so you can add your own seasoning, but it comes with seasoning.
That's right, a little-
Which you know what? And I'll be honest, when I get that little package,
Yeah.
I treat it like gold. I start using it on everything, not just on the burgers that
Yeah.
I'm making. I start using it on other things maybe that I have. So hang on to that and really use it. That's not just a throwaway extra. That is really some delicious
So
seasoning.
let's just get you a little
Perfect.
of that one. Now this is where you're going to really taste the Kansas City meat
Thank
and
you.
what we put in that burger. Right?
It's juicy, even without anything extra in the burger itself. The meat is juicy, it's tender, and because of that coarser grind and that looser pack like we were talking about,
Right.
that's what makes it taste like burgers that you just can't find at your local store. Because when people, when you go to your local store, everything is about how quick can we make this and how
Yep.
quick can we move it on so we can quickly make something else. And that's not really about respecting the meat, respecting the flavor, and highlighting and making the most of it.
Yeah, and so we talk about our traditional, steak burger. Treat this as your everyday steak. When me and you talk about our sirloins and other cuts of meat, we talk about that everyday approachable steak. Well, same thing with the burger.
Right.
Again, put them in your freezer. You take them out, thaw them in a little bit of cold water, okay? And then you're ready to go for those unexpected dinners or unexpected people that pop over.
I always do it that way. I never take it out of the freezer. I never know what I'm doing until the day of.
Right.
So I love the quick thaw method with the cool water. But I will let you know that a lot of people are locking into auto delivery because even though we may not present steak burgers in the fall because we're talking about holiday food, you can still get them if you're locked in. So every 90 days for one full year, you can keep your burgers coming to your house either in all classic, all cheddar bacon, all Vidalia onion, or if you would like to do a combo of your order in a way and do a couple of separate ones, you can, which means you can try a couple of different flavors. Ask about that. And also, I didn't do an official price breakdown on this, but at $75.90 for 24 burgers, it's around $3 a burger, which for the quality that's going into this with steak trimmings instead of just generic ground beef, that's everything right there before we even add the cheese and the Vidalia onion and everything else. This is guaranteed to arrive on time for Memorial Day weekend. If you're having a whole weekend long barbecue, this will be there. It's in 55747 and your 3 easy payments that you're getting on this are going away at the end of the day. And the reason I recommend Easy Pay is because you might want to share the stage with the hot dogs, which we like to call steak dogs, coming up later on in the show. So see if you can figure out why we call them that. But your shipping is free as it is with all of our foods. So we'll see you later in the show.
See everyone later.
Thank you very much, my dear. Still to come, hey, we have a couple of first looks in the show. And if you don't know what that means, it means before they have a chance to air on our main channel of QVC.